Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Many of you guys are going to be starting your second teacher reading poster project this morning, and I wanted to highlight Caitlin's, who did a really marvelous job. And we're going to be using her version as our inspiration for this visual rubric that's going to carry us through for the rest of this unit, we'll call it. So what do we need to include? Of course, we've got to include the teacher or staff member featured prominently. And then if we take a look at bullet number two, make sure that we have color inversion, which we know is when you identify two items of text. And it is, in this case, yellow and purple, or and purple on yellow. And by contrasting colors, we're looking for maybe colors that are on diametrically opposite ends of the spectrum, or for example, white and blue, or white and red. Further, the title of the book should be minimally three times the size of the other text. So, for example, I think Caitlin has Teresa's reading at size 24 and Voyager at 88. Make sure that it's at least three times and you should be good. Other key items, you want to make sure you're going to drop down the opacity of this background rectangle over our blurb. You're going to include your name and 2016 featured discreetly in the corner. She dropped the opacity. And then finally, we're going to include the logo. And when we're looking at it, we can see that the green is deleted, right? And she changed the white to purple and then dropped the opacity. So we've got a nice little color scheme going on here. Well done, Caitlin. Let's take a look at a few more of the examples that you guys have submitted. And here we see we've got Zoe's. We took a look at this and she did a nice job since yesterday, changing the background from black to tan, dropping the opacity. And here we got Zoe's. Nice job. The logo looks good in the upper right hand corner. Now, a moment ago, we talked about contrasting colors, right? So, when we're looking at Mia's, and I know this is, of course, just a draft, she's going to download a font from defont.com. I would recommend, however, that maybe you change this from this kind of burnt orange and tan to burnt orange and white, white and burnt orange, just because these colors are a little bit too similar, but I know that it's a work in progress. Beautiful Carla, this is outstanding. A lot of contrast. I like the logo. Miss Dawkins looks like she's really engaged in this text. Who is work? Zoe, nice job. Great with the logo. I like the color inversion. Beautiful. Nice job, Sharina. Again, color inversion looks solid. Nice job choosing the text. And Jasper, I really like the visuals that are going on. Well done selecting environment of choice. And while you do have color inversion, right? I think here on out maybe look for colors that are have a little bit more contrast. I obviously understood that you selected the colors from the cover of the book, but I wonder alternatively what other options we have. Here we've got Danny. Great job, Danny. This text, her little blurb, is difficult to read. Pink on pink doesn't have a whole lot of contrast. So I would maybe consider adjusting that a little bit. Here we've got Zoe. You know, the pose I was going for when I took this photo was like the cogs are turning, right? I'm thinking, and you really did a nice job selecting that visual. Looks good. Kira, tremendous start. Curious to see where you take it. Nice job, Aegon. Well done with the color inversion. Keep working. Oliver, you're gonna have white on red, red on white. Uh, Miss White looks like she's really engaged. Nice. Jacob. So when we're taking a look at this, we're gonna want to make sure that maybe Miss Barrison is a little bit bigger, so it's got to be three times the size. This is probably maybe five or six times the size. But whatever she's reading, I want to read this book too. News of the World. That looks pretty exciting. Gloria, we're gonna do a little color inversion. Nice draft. Here we've got Christina's. Christina, well done with our principal. You're just about done. If you add the logo and the date, you're just about done. Well done. Sharina, let's shift over the title to the upper left hand corner, but I like it where you're taking it. And finally, we're going to look at Jay's. Jay's, this is great. This is called Tune In. I would suggest that you extend the Beatles all these years from maybe the left side of the T to the right side of the end. But well done with color inversion. And finally, I would have this the background of this blurb, this rectangle, maybe have Mr. Duffy overlapping it, so this text, this background rather, is going to be underneath his hand. Well done, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait to see your work. Make sure that you guys sign up in the spreadsheet. Let me know if you have any questions. Good